Hi, my name is Linda Gundo. I am the CEO, Master Certified Wedding Planner and Florist. Linda Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large wedding in and around the Philadelphia area. We go to New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Baltimore. So you just name it. We do the cover the whole tri-state. Um, and besides, if the budget is right, we will go as far as California. Um, I love what I do. It's always exciting to meet wonderful couples and as they go through this new stage in their life. Today, I'm not going to talk to you about much. I'm just going to tell you about my great and exciting day. One of the day that I love during the year is always networking at the Bridal Expo. Today, this expo is in King of Prussia. And what I love about it is that you get not only to meet wonderful vendors where I can network and meet new vendors, look at the work, see what it is, because that helped me refer people to my client and see who else that's not on my vendor list that's in the scene that I don't know about. And also the one of the most important thing is that I get to see the work up close. I get to see how they interact with customers. I get to see how the services. I get to see how they act with other vendors. And this is some of the things that I add to my vetting process, as I stated in my last video. And then the most important, besides meeting vendors and networking and meeting wonderful people, is that I get to meet my couples. This is amazing. The Bridal Expo, if you haven't been, I think every couple should go to one if you are getting married. What it is, as I said, it puts you front and center in front hundreds and hundreds of vendors. You get to see them with all the blinders off. And I mean, you get to, like I said, you get to see their work. You get to see how they are as people. You get to see the services that they're offering. You get to know more about them than just talking to somebody on the phone or just calling and looking at the website. So at the expo, and then also you get to see all the try wonderful thing, win prizes. It's amazing. You get to get ideas, inspirations, and you get to see some of the newest trend for the season, some of the oldest trend, what's in, what's not in. And one thing I love about it is that there are multiple vendors. So you might see two to three different wedding planners. And that's where you do your own vending process. Because what you do is that you get to see different planners and see how they are. And then you can tell, oh, well, you know, I may not want to work with this person. Because for me, first impressions mean everything to me. When I meet a couple or when I meet anybody within the first few minutes, I can tell if I want to work with you, if I don't. Um, I can't, as I'm talking to you, I'm scanning you. I'm looking what you, not only what you're saying, because people can say anything. I'm looking at your eyes. I'm looking at a connection. I'm looking at your body language. I'm looking at the, I'm listening to the words that you say to me. And most importantly, I get to hear some of the things that you say about couples. I get to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. So I get to see your professional skills and see how you are in a big setting, because in the wedding industry is that you're going to be working with a lot of people, and how you also work with other vendors, because it's not only about the couple. On the couple, yes, that big day you pay somebody for the service, but they are not going to be there. You get to meet different people from different background, different lifestyle, and that is important, because even if you hire the best vendor in the whole world, but if they don't play nice with somebody else, it's not going to work. Because what that does is it causes friction on your wedding day. Everybody may not be the same caliber of stuff, but you should learn to respect others. Because if they think they're too good to do certain things, if they think they're too good to deal with certain people, in our family, we have different people in our family. We have some uppity peoples in our family. We got some people not so uppity. It's family. So you get to see how the vendors are, that they're not just judging people for a cover. So that's why I love the export. And I also love it because I get to showcase pride of what I do. Like you get to see me and see my work and know that it's not just all smoke and screams. You get to see the detail. You get to meet me, which is exciting. You get to talk to me about your wedding ideas. And it's an amazing feeling. I am grateful to be able to, and that is amazing because what I love is that I I'm so fortunate to be a part of the expo. And what I love is that during the fashion show, I get to decorate the center stage, and which is always exciting because I get to see people taking pictures of my work. I get to see these beautiful, beautiful wedding dresses, and when it all put together, it's nice. I get to see some of the vendors that I do know that I worked with in the past or on my preferred vendor lists. So it's kind of like a big playground for us in a candy store. I get to see everybody beautiful work and pictures from photographer to boudoir photos to different floral scheme and different design because there's a lot of florists. Everybody's styles is different. I get to look at ideas. It's an amazing feeling. So if you haven't been to the Bridal Expo, especially for my DIY bride, I encourage you to always go to one. It's by the ACS. They do one in every state. They had one earlier this year in January in Philadelphia. Um, they should have another one in June. But you get to meet couples, fellow couples who are doing the exact same thing as you. You get to taste food. You get to take some wine. You get to meet bartenders, have fancy drinks. It's it's a one of a kind experience. And then on top of it is that you get to bring your family member along the trip with you. And your mom and dad and all those who are paying for them, they get to see these vendors that you pick. Even if you don't pick any vendor from there, which I recommend that you do, even if it's one, because the reason for that is that you the bridal expo don't just allow just anybody to come to this venue. It costs one, it costs a lot. Any bridal, any person that are coming to this export, any vendors, they take art in the craft. They take their job seriously because it's expensive to come up there. Um, they are marketing themselves. The business that they do is not something. The process leading up to setting up, the decorating, the expensive and everything that they do is a lot. And they do that just for you guys so that you can see all the wonderful works that they created. So I always encourage you guys to try it and go and see, especially for people who want month of coordination service. You get to see the prices, and it's not just feel like you're talking to somebody on the phone that you never met. So I would say in the future, if you haven't been, please try to go to one. And sometimes you get to win cool prizes. Like today, I was offering a free ceremony decor for all my brides that came. That chance to win one, and also a chance to win a free bridal bouquet. Some brides get some company. They give away free trips, free wedding bands. They give out honeymoons. I mean, there's a lots and lots of prices and a lot of discount of things that you have access to. So this is the expert is one big shop for wedding industry people where you can get just about anything from start to finish from what you want. So I always encourage everyone, if you haven't been, please go. Next week, I'm going to talk to you guys more about some of the things that I do in my wedding seminar classes. My wedding seminar classes, if you haven't registered, is a program where for 2 hours I get to teach you from start to finish how to plan your wedding. Every single details, from budgeting to finding the best dress, to finding your caterer, to finding the venue, your photographer, what question to ask, what question not to ask, what to make sure that's in your packages, your cancellation policy, the the whole 9 yard. Make sure that they are licensed, that they are insured, everything from start to finish. And it's a 2 hour class. You can invite your family and friend. It's only for the cost of $400. You can invite up to 10 people to join you in that class so they can learn. And also, I do a free consultation on my website where you get to meet me and talk to me about your upcoming weddings. And I tell you about my services, and you tell me about things that you need. And even if you don't book that services, which I hope you do, um, you learned something from that. My goal is it's not just about money. I want to make sure my client's happy. Make sure they're happy with the service that I'm giving, making sure that you get to see my work. You get to know me as a person. That because this is the person I'm going to be with you from a year, from start to finish, or maybe 6 months, or maybe 30 days. You want to know who you're working with. So thank you for watching. Love you. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and like my videos. And I will do more in the upcoming weeks. And we're going to talk about some great and exciting things, especially about flowers. And we're going to have a lot of things to talk about in the upcoming video. Thank you and have an amazing day.